Oh my gosh, Chase. Portal 2, baby. Casual Monday, Portal 2. You and me, co-op, new series, start to finish.
Yeah.
I was really pumped, man. I saw Portal was on Game Pass. I downloaded it. I am ready to go.
I am also ready to go.
All right,
let's
go.
The problem is we're both not able. Okay, look, we need to tell the folks at home. There's about 1 billion ways to play Portal 2 these days. You can play it.
Wait, did I get the wrong one?
No, you're fine. This is what we have to do. Okay. We're not going to be playing Portal 2 tonight, and it's everyone's fault. It's a little bit everyone's fault. No. Don't try to fully blame this on me. I'm not fully blaming this on you. This is just one of those things. So I have Portal 2 on Xbox 360. I could play it there. Bobby doesn't have an Xbox anymore. And the Xbox 360 version does not play with PC because Valve didn't like Xbox at that time. It was weird. The PlayStation 3 version of Portal 2 does work with PC. I do have a PlayStation 3, but PSN is very weird right now. I don't know if it's just erroring out on things, but I'm unable to spend money on the PlayStation Store to get Portal 2 to be purchased there. I guess I could just buy a physical copy there, but that would also be hell and would probably mess up our setup here because my TV's over there and my laptop's here. Laptop I could move, but anyway. The other option is I have this laptop. I have Portal 2 on Steam. Portal 2 has a Mac version, Bobby. Yeah. I have a Mac.
Yeah?
It doesn't work. Because, which OS 10 version was it? Was it Catalina?
It was a couple back that they required apps to be 64 bits.
Right. So I guess Valve has never gone back and done the work to make that work for Portal 2. So we can't play together that way either. We tried Parsec. We thought, okay, maybe Bobby can do like a local co-op version and then Parsec it over to me. And I think that might still actually be possible, but it's very convoluted and complicated to a point where it might not really be worth it. I have an old laptop, an old MacBook, that I thought, okay, maybe that has the older version of OS X on it. And that version of OS X might be old enough that it could still run the 32-bit games or whatever, the non-64 stuff. It didn't. It had Catalina. But Bobby over there, Big Brain Bobby, said, hey, what if we put... Oh, man, you want to get me in the frame there, Bobby?
This is screwed up from when we had Johnny on here the other night. Hang on a second.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, Johnny screws everything up. So while you're doing that, I can continue the story. You had a great idea, and by great idea I mean a terrible idea, that I should take that old laptop and put a Windows partition on it. So then I could just run Windows on it and run Steam on it, and then there's a small problem with that, it didn't work. Even when you gave me explicit instructions on what to do, and I followed them to the letter, it didn't work. Steam, we got Steam up. There's so many messes. Anyway, I brought that laptop over to you. You are in possession of that laptop. You have apparently gotten it to work.
By doing exactly what I told you to do.
Yeah, hang on. I wasn't able to download a version of Windows because something was going on with Wi-Fi. So you needed to put it on a thumb drive and upload the version of Windows that way. It wasn't just me. It wasn't me doing something wrong. It was something fucked with the computer that you had and do something extra to. Anyway, the point is we've gone through hell to try to make Portal 2 work. When it would really just be solved if Bobby had kept his Xbox like he was supposed to.
You hate Xbox, apparently.
I love the Xbox 360, and then it all went downhill after that. Anyway, here's the thing. Bobby has fixed the laptop. I need to go pick it up from him again, and then we could possibly play Portal 2. Also, this problem will eventually get solved when the Steam Deck comes. Then I'll just have a Steam Deck. But until that time that I pick up that laptop from Bobby, and then I guess also I need like a Windows 10 Pro key, which is way more expensive than it's supposed to be.
This is you can have an unactivated version of Windows just fine, and you just can't customize anything on it, which I don't know how much.
Well, I don't care about that.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, you probably want to have weird anime shit as your wallpaper. I don't fucking know.
No, I don't. I'm going to use this laptop for this and probably this only.
I don't fucking know that, dude. You're like, I'm going to go watch anime or something. You probably got like a Crunchyroll wallpaper subscription. I don't fucking know what you do with that shit, man.
Hey, buddy, I've got lots of ways to watch anime. I don't need a Windows PC to help me watch anime. I'm doing plenty of that on my own. And by the way, Jiggy, you should totally buy a anime reward here after we're done with this story. Anyway, the point is, thank you, appreciate it. Right on cue. Wow. We'll get to that in just a second. The point is, we will do Portal 2 co-op. I'm still looking forward to that. I need to pick up that laptop, and then we'll make it happen. So, in the meantime, we wanted to play something Portal related, and I suggested doing this Bridge Constructor Portal because I've barely played any of it, and I hear the Bridge Constructor games are pretty good. Yes?
I think so.
Okay. You've played a little bit of this game before, right?
On a phone.
Okay. That's probably the same.
Maybe.
Well, do you want to talk about anime some more before we get into the full Bridge?
Sure. I'm just playing around with this right now.
It is what Jiggy wants. Jiggy, you're gonna have to give me a number 1 through 60, and then we'll hear about some anime. 28. All right. 28. Oh God.
What?
Oh, Bobby. Let me look it up first.
You say this about every anime that you talk about, like. You're the one who made the list of all these bullshit
I know. Like, but some of them I made purposefully as like a minefield, and some of them I made just as like, oh, hey, this is an anime that normal people would know that Bobby wouldn't because he doesn't know anything about anime. But some of these I purposefully put in because the titles are going to just give you some chef kiss material. This one I think actually might be too easy for you, Bobby, but we'll try it anyway because it's fun. The anime in question is named Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Now, I do need to give you a genre. It's obviously that doesn't. What I just told you there isn't enough for sure.
I mean, what the actual fuck, man? Like,
I'll give you some hints here. Okay, so for genre, this is an action, adventure, comedy, fantasy, romance anime. It's all of them. It has everything. It has a little bit of everything. And here's the reason behind the name. The name is like this anime was adapted from a light novel. And light novels in Japan, the popular thing, or at least the popular thing at one time, was to have a really long, descriptive, silly title for your light novel.
Yeah, dude, I've listened to Mogwai. I know what fucking song title should be. Like, I get it. Like, I understand.
Yes, basically.
But
so that was the thing. Like, like one of my favorite anime, and this is me, showing off how much of a weeb I am. One of my favorite animes is called Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which is nothing like what it sounds. We'll get there. Someday Bobby will have to explain that anime. But for now, Bobby, is it wrong? Try to pick up girls in a dungeon. What do you think this anime is?
Dude. This is the weirdest fucking thing I've had to do on this show to date.
This one? What about how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? That was a pretty weird.
That was a wholesome story about overcoming the odds. This is about some fucking incel in a dungeon.
It's not, but I understand how you got that from the title.
Wow, how could I not? That's my question.
I'll also say I have not watched this anime.
So how to pick up girls?
I'm aware of it, but I have not watched it. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls? It's not. This guy is not an incel. Like, see, he's clearly like
already sounds like one.
No. He's asking the question. The whole anime title is a question. Is like, is it wrong? Should I be doing this? Like, he's already questioning himself about it. So I think I don't think this guy's a predator.
Jiggy, thank you for doing the work that I intended to do by blending my post-hardcore early 2000s self with this fucking desperate area of my life I found myself in, trying to explain anime.
Okay, Bobby, enough stalling. What is it wrong to try to pick up girls in the
Enough
dungeon?
Stalling? You haven't even started the stream yet. We're already doing anime. We haven't even built a bridge.
You're like 4 screens into a tutorial. You're doing fine. I'll pick it up eventually.
So, yes, it is wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon, but this poor soul has found himself transposed into another world where
isekai. Okay.
Where he has now found himself in this dimensional dungeon. But it's not the traditional dungeon that you would expect it to be. It's also other people that have been transported to said dungeon because of some life event that has happened to them. And in said dungeon, everybody's trying to escape. But when he gets there, being the outcast and outsider that he is, he realizes this is his first chance at some sort of semblance of a social life. And rather than trying to get out of the dungeon, he's asking himself, well, should I just try and pick up love here? Like, I've been looking for love my whole life. I can finally get it. Sure. These people seem to be on par with what I'm looking for. Is this too much to ask for? And the question still rings true. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon who are just trying to escape said dungeon? Well, when they come to find out, this is actually just some weird fucking game show where they go deep under and they all have a shared dream state like an Inception. And these are all people who signed up to meet other people in their life for romantic purposes. And so, yeah, it is okay to meet other people in the dungeon because that's what you signed up for. It's just a weird, fucked up way of them doing it. And that's what the anime's about.
So it actually is like a dating show? A dating show that just the people don't know about it? Is that what you're saying?
They knew about it, but then it kind of goes Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind almost. And, you know, like they don't realize, it's so deep into it that they forgot that that's what they signed up for, but they're actually doing it. And they didn't have a choice as to what the outcome of it would be. That's just what it is.
Bobby, I'm going to say you have described an anime.
Okay.
I don't think you've described this anime, but man, I don't watch isekai anime because I think they're mostly pretty lame. That's the one that's another world, so anybody transferred to another world outside of Digimon. Digimon's great. I mean, it's not, but I love Digimon.
Yeah.
But what you said sounds like some anime that I've heard of. Where, like, hey, we're all in a... Or video games, too. Like, Danganronpa sounds a lot like that. 999 sounds like what you were going with.
Yuck.
But, let me give you a synopsis here. Life in the bustling city of Orario is never dull, especially for Bell Cranel. Cranel? I'm not sure. A naive young man who hopes to become the greatest adventurer in the land. After a chance encounter with the lonely goddess Hestia, his dreams become a little closer to reality. With her support, Bell embarks on a fantastic quest as he ventures deep within the city's monster-filled catacombs, known only as the Dungeon. Death lurks around every corner, and in the cavernous depths of this terrifying labyrinth, and a mysterious power moves amidst the shadows. Even on the surface, survival is a hard-earned privilege. Indeed, nothing is ever certain in a world where gods and humans live and work together, especially when they often struggle to get along. One thing is for sure, though, a myriad of blunders, triumphs, Friendships wait. The dauntlessly optimistic protagonist of this Herculean tale. This, that's a bad description. Because here's what I know about this anime. I believe this is also called Danmachi.
Danmachi?
Yeah, because the Japanese is Dungeon ni Dei wo. I'm not gonna. It's got machi in there. It's further down. It's a very long title in Japanese, even longer than in English. But they've just shortened it to Danmachi.
Danmachi Man.
Yeah, exactly. What I know about this anime
Savage.
is that this guy, the hero guy, is like a total normal dude who's just here to fight the bad stuff in the dungeon. He's just here for the monsters, and then everything's okay. And this goddess Hestia, along with a couple other people they meet that are in the party that they form, most of them seem to have the hots for this guy. And so they're trying to pick him up in the dungeon. So I think the title is a little bit weird. Yeah, in the dungeon. Thank you. There you go. Boyfriend dungeon. That's basically what this is. It's just boyfriend dungeon, except reverse.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a particularly good anime. I know people like Hestia. I believe I've heard Hestia is the bestia among circles. She's got like a little white outfit, and then she's got like a little blue ribbon that goes around it that like impossibly stays up around her bust area where it shouldn't, because it's just like a loose ribbon, and but it just hangs around. I don't know. That's all I know. As they do. Anyway, this is Bridge Constructor Portal, and hey, we're playing with portals. Look at that. There's a blue one and an orange one. I know this.
Worst start ever. So we just got to the point where portals are incorporated because we can't get over this. Okay. It's not letting me build up here right now. I think it's like holding our hand pretty tightly.
It wants us to drive and run into the goo before it goes, oh, hey, we should probably fix something on the other side. Okay.
This is interesting. Yeah, we're dead. Great. Please note, your employee photo. So
we got GLaDOS talking to us.
We do have GLaDOS talking to us. All right, so we've got two things we can build with right now. We've got the actual bridge itself, and then we have these new cables that they do have give to them. So as we went over it, we did see a little bit of give on this bridge here. So I'm going to see if this is interesting. Like, I wonder how they want us to do this here.
Yeah, do you have to do like a jump?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But now that we have the ability to build across to these points,
like maybe we can have like a suspension.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch over here to this.
Okay,
and do that. I think.
Well, while you're doing that, I wanna extend a thank you to our good friend Jiggy-san in the chat for coming by earlier today.
Oh yeah,
when we had James Parker of Ground Shatter.
Didn't do it.
You kind of missed the ramp on that one.
Well, it didn't let me make it a bridge. I forgot to do that. There we go.
I see. But yeah, that was a fun stream we got to do earlier today. If you didn't catch that, if you weren't in the chat, you can watch the VOD here on Twitch, and then as soon as YouTube lets us, we'll be sure to put that up on YouTube as well. That was fun. It was good to talk with James again, see a little bit more from Fights in Tight Spaces, get to ask the developer straight from the horse's mouth how some of that game came together. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it was very neat to get some of that inside knowledge again. It's also a little weird and nerve-wracking at the same time to be playing that person's game in front of them, and just know that, like, it's one thing to have you backseat gaming me.
Yeah, I mean, you got a sense of it, because I just mercilessly judge everything you do. But having somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, and they know what they're talking about,
Chase,
see how that's
what
a
I'll
little
say
extra
is this.
pressure.
I think that there can be this unspoken thing between you and I where I put my shit out here weekly for you to judge.
Yeah.
I've seen your technology.
Yeah.
I know where we're at. So
yeah. Oh no, like that. Let he who is without shame. What? No, that's not the thing. He is without sin.
Seen the technology.
I know the Bible. I've read the Bible once or twice. I got it all there. Yeah. No. I mean, I am not perfect. That's for damn sure. I just know how to play fights in tight spaces sometimes.
I'm gonna try. Let he without sin
thank you,
push
Jiggy.
the first pass. Yes.
What a beautiful sentiment. I
Okay.
think that was casual 312 right there.
So Cash, yes. We need to figure out a way to go in and over here without destroying ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So if we come through here and we go into orange, I can have this orange go into blue, which, will I have enough momentum is the question, going from here to here, from here to here.
Two problems, Bobby.
Yes.
One, I can't see your mouse movement on the Discord.
Okay.
So you telling me here to here doesn't tell me anything. Two, do these portals have specific pairs to them already? And we just have to find the right.
There's no mouse movement on the stream either. Interesting. That's really. Let me see if I can.
One of them is leading to it.
I bet you that's why.
Technology's messed up.
How about now? Can you see anything on stream now? No, nothing.
From now on,
no, we're still in this.
No, but having those other colors is very helpful. Now,
there we go. That helps out. Let me check one thing here and just see. Guess it's not there. That's fucking weird that they don't have the. Like, I can see, like, you can see that I'm on that.
Like on your screen. Yeah. When you highlight something, we can see that. It's not a big deal.
Weird.
Just
okay.
If you're trying to point something out to me, you're gonna have to highlight the actual nodes because I'm not gonna know.
Well, it's pretty clear now. We're gonna go to blue. We're gonna go
to come out of what?
We're gonna come out of this blue in the upper right corner of the top window here. And when we come out of that blue, we should have enough momentum to go into this bottom red that would, if you come to the bottom right now, shoot us out and into this to get out of here.
So is that what GLaDOS was saying? So original Portal rules are you go in blue, you come out orange. But in this, blue connects to blue?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So
sounds good.
I can build out a bridge that should take me, but I want to have let me get rid of this one here because we want to have a little bit of speed going into that and come out of that at the right angle.
Yeah.
So if I do,
you could put a little bit of an extra ledge on the blue coming out.
Yeah,
like there are some points up there, so you could get a little.
So then I'm going to switch over here and give some suspension to these points.
Now, Bobby, what's the... So Bridge Constructor games, I haven't played many of them. Isn't it about like the materials costs that you use? So the more materials you use, like sometimes there's like a limit of how much you can use. Do you see how you can... Is that something going on here?
I don't know. I'll find out.
Okay. Maybe not during this tutorial spot.
Yeah. Whoops. Let me get rid of that.
Because you don't have any limits right now. You can do as many of these.
I don't think I do.
Pieces as you want.
I don't think I do. Let's do this here. I think that feels pretty good. Actually, you know what? I can do one more, I bet. And that'll get us some nice speed going into it. I can bring this over here. Do that. I bet you I can do that there and give us some extra.
There you go.
All right,
sure.
let me test this. All right, so when I test it, everything's not falling, so it's at least structurally sound. Let's put a car on it. It looks good. That looks good.
Some speed.
Hell yeah, we did it.
Yeah, all right.
Let's
Pro
send,
moves.
let's send a convoy through. Let's send them all through. Send all those fucking cars through.
That is structurally sound right there. Smooth.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Jiggy. We did it.
Thank you, Jiggy.
Jiggy, how's the streaming setup coming for you with that new PC of yours? All right. Arches.
This test chamber only has construction
I've heard of them.
points at the start.
There's a big one here where we're at. Okay,
Sure.
construction points at the start of the roadway.
The bridges must be self-supporting.
With arch.
Like if I look this way out of my apartment, like if you knock down this wall of my apartment, I could see the St. Louis Arch over here. If you knocked this wall down from my apartment, you could see the golden arches of McDonald's that's right over there. I've got arches all over the place.
Do you think McDonald's would ever spend the extra money to just finish off the other arch? and make the world's most admired swamp-smelling McDonald's ever?
That'd be pretty great. Do you think they'd stop at just building a second one, or do you think they would have to paint them gold too?
They'd paint it gold. Here's my question.
Gold, right?
So being, I grew up across the river in Illinois.
Yeah, in the bad side.
Yeah.
I just mean Illinois. Like
Illinois
not necessarily East St. Louis. I just mean all of Illinois is the bad side.
So here's my question. When I moved here to St. Louis, this is going to be good for chat. This is a very inside St. Louis thing.
Love it.
There's always in the Midwest
Mm-hmm.
different types of bad storms, whether it be tornadoes, floods, big blizzards, all of that. And I recall when I first moved here and that season was upon us, I was like, oh yeah, it looks like we're going to have some weather. Like, oh no, we'll be okay. We have the arch effect. And I was like, what? What the fuck is the arch effect? Like, as a man of science and somebody who's really into weather, I was like, what are you talking about? And clearly, Missourians give no shits about weather because there's not a fucking reflector in sight on any road here. But at the end of the day, they say the arch creates this fucking magic aura that will disperse and split storms to go either north or south of St. Louis. And I was like, this is bullshit. And I got to tell you, I've been here over a decade, and I've seen storms predicted, and I've seen storms displaced by the fucking arch time and time again. It's the damnedest thing.
Bobby is an arch truther. Oh no!
There's dozens of us. Dozens.
Wow, that's incredible. Have you ever been up in the arch?
I have, surprisingly, because if you saw the fucking egg that you had to ride to get into
scary.
You wouldn't think that
scary tiny.
A 6'5", 250 man could fit into it, but here I am, curled up like a fucking embryo inside of this thing.
Yeah, it's for how big it looks. To get in the elevator that goes on this little track, the elevator car is tiny, and there are 5 tiny little stool seats that kind of go around. And I actually did go up. I did go up. I forgot. I forgot that I went up in this thing. But like my big ass like needs 2 of those seats. Like fuck you guys. Like I'm taking 2. That's how it has to happen. It's a neat thing. It's a pretty cool monument.
It's a very cool park. So my wife and I, we try to go to national parks as much as we can, and the Arch Grounds was updated probably like 4 or 5 years ago at this point, I think. and they did just a fantastic job of making that such a cool space. We're very lucky. Like the arch is such an awesome landmark. Even though McDonald's hasn't rightfully claimed it back, it's still very, very good. Okay, I feel good about that bridge. I think that'll hold us.
Okay.
I just need to make it a bridge. Okay, that one's good. And that's good over there. No, it's not. We need to make a bridge here. They're just really teaching us here.
We're playing with portals.
Now, Chase, the let's keep the St. Louis talk alive, because I don't think that we celebrate our
because our the one person we've got in chat here, big St. Louisan here, so he's gonna really appreciate all this chat. What do you got?
I would 100% talk about the East Coast with him.
I mean, I do enjoy hearing Jiggy talk about Lowell, Massachusetts every once in a while, and just little fun things. Area.
God, where was I going? Oh, so
I don't know.
The arch is nestled up against the mighty Mississippi, and that is one of the grossest bodies of water I think that I have ever witnessed. But growing up, the few times that we could come across the river to do things, I remembered distinctively the McDonald's on the water. And I joked about the other arch, but there was an actual boat, like a boat McDonald's, that was not too far off of the coast there. And it looked like an old riverboat. And it was fucking awesome. It was just so cool. And they would charge more for food at this point.
Of course. Absolutely.
It was really, really cool. It was really cool. All right, hang on a second. Let me read this because there's a new mechanic. Please note the closed door before the exit. Okay.
One vehicle must press the blue Aperture Science One Touch Super button to open the door to the exit.
So we got to have one vehicle touch that.
When there are several portal pairs. But please don't panic, as this may distract the drivers. To compensate for a broad range of applicability, the Enrichment Center is required to provide the advice for this test chamber is as follows. Build a exit. Very simple.
Okay.
Jiggy brings up a thing. He said he's always wanted to go gambling on one of those riverboats. Have you ever done some riverboat gambling, Bobby?
I have not. I've been on I've been on one of those, but I've not gambled when I was on it because of my age at the time. But there's a boat in wonderful Branson, Missouri that it's called the Branson Bell, and it's like a dinner theater. Like, it's very much of the time that you would expect. And it's a cool boat, but I don't know. But gambling on one of those, hell yeah. Chase, really quick, let's just recap what I gotta do here. So I gotta get at least one car to hit that button, which is gonna open up this door. Looks like we're starting up here. So if I can make it through the blue and get this to the yellow, that'll be fine. That will then come down here to blue. Blue will go over here. Okay. All right, as you were. I got a plan.
Yeah. I think you got it.
Okay. This is gonna come down here. That to be. I think that's where I want that one to go. Now my question is if I have this blocking the path, that car will hit it. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit of that business there.
So you're thinking you'll go to the bottom light blue one, and then you'll come out the top light blue one to come over and make that jump to the yellow?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's my plan. And I don't know if this is overkill, but I'm just going to try and make like a little extra anchor point there. Let me test that really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems to be holding up all right.
Sure.
Okay, so that'll come through here. We'll hit yellow. That'll activate the button for us, which is what we need. Then yellow is going to come back through here. And if I can get that to land there, We'll get some momentum going into blue, which then I need to build that out and have that go like that. And my hope would be that I would have enough built up here. Now I need to build this a little bit more. My problem is that this is probably not going to be strong enough.
Yeah, I don't see how that stays up.
Oh, like that. Let me test this. Yeah, that's not going to work.
That's your problem right there.
Now, if I did this,
yeah, but aren't you going to crash right into that, or can you?
I think we can go through that. So that gives me a nice structure here. I don't know if I can build one more of those. Yeah. Okay. Everything seems to be upright. Let's send a car through.
Okay. My prediction is somebody's going to brain themselves right on. There you go.
It's all right. We only lost one person. All right.
That doesn't quite work, but I like where you're going with that.
So, I need to lower this down, pick it back a little bit. Wonder if I bring this up just slightly, that'll get me a little bit more. Let's test that out.
Could be.
Just that. All right, we got everybody on the car. That keeps our weight going. Nailed it. Okay. I know what I'm doing here. This is where I fucked up, Chase.
Okay.
That was just a learning opportunity for us.
Ah, I see. Sure.
So if I do it like that, can I move this up further?
If you like connect the struts, then
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't want to. If I make that an actual road, I make this. Oh, it's gonna make it a road automatically.
Oh,
that's stupid.
That might work.
Yeah.
Fuck
it. Let's see what happens.
You only need it to work once.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Look at that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Look at that. Oh, we got ourselves a bridge constructor here, boys.
Pew pew.
Hot damn.
Let's see if can it handle the convoy? That's my question.
I mean, structurally, sure. You're gonna lose a lot of guys. Oh, you might get a figure 8 style demolition.
This is like watching the Shriners, man.
Oh, they're cutting it close.
I love it. I love it.
How about that?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh! Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yes.
No problem.
Oh, that's
so we
awesome.
lost a couple guys. No big deal. We got all the cars through, though.
For science, as Jiggy called out. All right.
That's good.
Okay.
This seems like a fun game.
Yeah, I do think it really works well on mobile. So I played it on my phone, and it works really well there.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a big jump this time.
Remember that vehicles will maintain their speed. Okay, we know that. Must exit to earn. Okay.
For critical testing anecdotes, please refer to the Library of Best Practices, which
What's
is
that?
now available to you
Library of Best Practices. Okay. Build up construction using triangles. Yeah, we know that. This will get you stable structures. Pressure, try to increase the number of supporting struts. Sister supporting struts.
This seems very useful. Like that's something I probably need.
Okay.
Just to see, like, hey, have you tried making stuff like this?
Combine several construction methods. Okay, so that's like using the triangles into that. That's using the sister supporting ones. Okay. Okay. Shallow angles are ineffective, like so. The pressure pulls construction down, but the cable only holds the construction to the side. Only little effect. Okay. Ah, that's a neat mechanic. with the piston and
That's
that.
interesting. Sure.
Okay, because that's going to pull that. That's pulling those out to pull that up. I get it.
You say mechanic. I think that's just physics.
Well, physics, yes.
I mean, we're not engineers here, but I'm pretty sure
If arches are
they're taking this
too
from
shallow
actual.
or steep, the stress is not distributed. Okay. Okay. Oh God.
Oh, I was told there would be no math.
Yeah, I did not do well with that.
I'm here for portals and logic puzzles, not
Simple
math.
constructions may be sufficient in many cases. However, they might start to bounce strongly when vehicles drive across them. Additional strutting. Wow.
This seems like it could get pretty complex at some point.
Ooh. Feeling really real dizzy.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna need these for a bit though.
That's struts. All right, that's gonna put us through here. That's gonna give us.
Right now, all we have to do is just get a big jump.
Well, we got the big jump under. That's going. The problem is landing it, because these are all set up to be. I mean, if you test those aren't moving. That's good to go. But when we come through here, how are we going to land effectively is the question.
Just build up some triangles, you'll be fine.
When in doubt, use a triangle. That seems like it can connect like a triangle should.
Seems good.
We can do smaller struts. Like so. And I wanted to build this out. Oops. I want to do that.
Can you put cables as long as you want? Or do cables also have a
I don't know if cables
limit?
do. Let me find out. Where do you want me to check it out from? Like this?
Sure.
They have a limit.
But it's still pretty long.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's long. So if I grab this, put those like that. That's kind of one of those sister struts that they were showing. I think if I bring this out to be... Oh, I can't make that a road. Interesting. Oh, wow.
That's I don't think that's what you're going for. I could be wrong. I think that node is mostly just there for you to be able to use a support cable with.
Yeah.
I think you just need to build up like a bit of a landing pad for it, and then just have that suspend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I don't want to do that either.
Why not?
Well, because that's going to pull it down. I guess I don't... Because that's not really... Like, if I test this out... Like, that's just going to...
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah, that cable's not really pulling anything tightly. It's just kind of...
But I do need to figure out a way to... Like, is that going to be strong enough to hold that? Is my question.
I don't think so, because I don't think that strut's connected to anything. So the last time you kind of did something like that, it just folded all. I think what you want to do is get on that right side, that bottom right side, and keep building up from down there, and then just have the one supporting cable from that top node coming down.
Yeah.
So like I think all that construction you have there on the top, I think all that stuff is unnecessary.
That's going to be a hard hit. Because we want this to be That's interesting. It won't let me do it up.
I mean, why don't you give it a shot? I don't even think somebody's going to make it to the light blue portal. I think they're going to...
Yeah, you're right. They're fucking dead.
But that's okay. You can definitely add more there.
Yeah,
There's
for sure.
a node right in there. You can definitely get them in there.
Right, that one looks pretty good. This thing up
Yeah.
here, though.
Yeah, but we'll see. You might not need it. Who knows?
It's just gonna fucking buckle. This is gonna be bad. Oh, what the
Uh-oh.
fuck?
Well, yeah.
It's going back. He's coming
Well,
back.
I mean, yeah. Well, we've built some kind of machine here.
Oh my god.
Ooh, backflip.
Okay, so is there a way to clear construction? There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Thank you.
I don't think
Thank you, Hank.
I don't think I've gotten a more deserved loser yet.
Welcome to the stream, Jedi. Appreciate you popping in and
Jedi.
telling us exactly what we are.
I don't need anybody to tell me. I know. All right, that can be that. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. All right, think this through. Think this through. Need to get momentum built up here without that little dip. That's what was killing us down there.
Can you just like level it off a little bit and then let it? You don't need to connect the bridge all the way to the portal. You can let it fly. You just want to give it a little boost. Just a tiny little ramp.
Just a happy little ramp is what we're going for.
Mm-hmm.
So that can come and build another triangle. Like so. See how that looks pretty sound.
Jiggy with the clips. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. We need more of those.
We definitely do.
All right.
I haven't done. I mean, that was a fun thing last year, getting all those casual air clips for the for our game of the year category. I want to make sure we get some good ones for this year too.
Okay, that's good. And I think I can do something like this. Okay.
Yeah.
That feels good. Let's send
Yeah, let's just drive something, see how far it goes.
Okay. Oh shit.
All right, need to angle it just slightly higher. Just a smidge.
Still holds its structure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeehaw. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I need to build this out over here.
Right.
Somewhat. I think if I build off of that.
Yeah, like even that's probably enough.
Yeah.
So just you can just use this bottom stuff to build the kind of superstructure underneath.
Super cyan structure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that can be like that. Is that going to...
Can you build another 2 triangles, or build another triangle up from? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then use that to connect to the top.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that there. I'm gonna build another one off this way.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just connect these really quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a road. That's going to be a road.
I think you need that one more strut there. Yep.
Oh, damn, that didn't connect anything. That one's on me. These aren't doing anything for us.
Yeah, but like it's not hindering you.
No, but that'll make it stronger there. I think that can do it. I think this can do it.
Let's try it.
All right. Make Daddy proud.
Yep.
Yes!
Yeah,
Nailed
yeah,
it.
sure. Let's not rate Constructor at this point.
Send in the clowns. Here they come.
Toss them all. See how it goes. Sure, nothing bad's gonna happen this time.
Look at them.
Some of these are coming in smooth. There you go.
We got an excellent rating for that.
How could you not? Thank you, Jedi. Appreciate it.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
Maybe we'll call it an early night.
Vertical drop.
Please note
That's fun.
that this test chamber's exit is very near the top.
I see that.
The vehicle drivers will.
So Jedi, I know you weren't here at the very beginning of the stream. Let me catch you up on a couple things. We're playing Bridge Constructor Portal, which you can probably tell. We're not playing Portal 2 co-op, unfortunately, because of technical problems on everybody's side. Mine, Bobby's, Valve's, Apple's, Steam's. We are going to get it fixed. We're getting there. Hopefully next week we can actually start our co-op run Portal 2, and that'll be fun. But we thought we'd play something Portal adjacent in the meantime, and that's where we're from. Also, earlier today, we had an interview with James Parker of Ground Shatter, the maker of Fights in Tight Spaces. And that was a really fun interview. We got to have the whole Casual Hour crew on, me, Johnny, Bobby. And it was awesome. So yeah, definitely go check out the VOD for that. It should be up now on Twitch, and then it'll come up on YouTube eventually. But that was a great interview. It was fun to play some Fights in Tight, or watch Bobby play Fights in Tight Spaces, and have James there to tell him what he was doing wrong. I get a little tired of telling Bobby all the stuff he's doing wrong, so it's nice that
an
somebody else was
exhausting
there
job.
to help out.
What an exhausting job it is.
But it was fun. And yeah, and Jiggy was in the chat too. So Jiggy asked a couple questions, and lots of cool information there for our game of the year. Nice to get kind of the full scoop on some of that stuff. And James was just a real good sport, as per usual.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Yeah?
I think so. I might add one more, just like a little.
Are you worried your second bridge piece there might be coming out a little too far, and you're going to murder somebody as they come down the blue portal from the top?
Look, Chase. Chase.
I get it. Hey, we're scientists here. These are experiments.
We spare no expense.
We're here to test.
Okay, that obviously did not work out, so this little fucking thing can go. All right, that's pretty good. Pretty proud of that. However, we got to We got
just one little thing just to receive it.
All right, that feels pretty good. So what I can do here is I don't need to build a crazy amount.
Yeah, just a couple triangles. There you go.
Because I can do... Oh, wait, that didn't work out. There we go. We can do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to keep that up. I feel like if I test that, that's pretty good.
I think you'll be fine.
Now,
why don't you drive that and see where we're gonna need it to come out on the yellow? Oh, well, we could just skip the blue entirely and just slam him right down into the yellow.
Okay, you know what? That will not be in vain.
There you go. Yeah.
Now,
just
the problem with that is... Let me... I can already foresee the problem. Yes, the acid does work. As my flashbacks constantly tell me.
Can you put a strut between your two bridges, or does that automatically become a bridge when you do?
It'll become a bridge, but I just don't want... Well, I could do something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if that...
Womp womp. Okay, never mind.
You also lost a cable.
I got rid of that cable there because I want to build it out this way. Is my whole thing is... Let me test this really quick. Yeah, there's this way too much bounce that was happening. So as I send the convoy through... But I do think... But I'll just a slight, ever so slight lift there.
Give him a chance. Yeah.
All right, here we go. This one, deadly serious. Beautiful. Here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Big money, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
All right.
Keep going.
So, well, he's not going to be able to drive up that.
It's a Jeep thing, baby. You wouldn't understand.
Thanks for showing up, Jedi. Appreciate it.
Jedi, have a good night, man. Take care, be safe. We'll chat with you soon. Okay.
All right. So we got the hard part done. Now I think you can just build like a little extra bridge on that spot, and you're fine.
I feel like it needs to be here-ish. Like that's the actual path.
Oh, you're still thinking... Okay, I was thinking of having like an angled path just going up that. But you want somebody to like drive up that curved wall. Okay.
Well, I don't know, like because that I'm just thinking about like how they landed. Let me send one more through. Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay.
They're gonna get through no problem at all. Beautiful.
Of course. It
comes down here.
Engineered.
Up. All right, so right there, if he lands...
right in the middle of that wall. So you're thinking if he has enough momentum to come down, if we just kind of collect him as he's coming down, then he can drive.
Yeah, but the problem is that that's going to add more complications. You had it right. So we need to build this out to catch our sweet baby like that. And then... I'm going to grab this one down a little bit. There we go. And that's going to let me do some real nice struts. We can really strut our stuff this way.
Okay.
Now, I can also add some support that will pull that up when needed. So if I test this, nice. Then let's make these roads. Oh shit! No, what? No. Did not want that. There we go. You're a road. You're a road. One last thing. One last little idea here is if this is where he's coming up. I can't make that a road. Never mind. Not enough.
So you can you could. Okay, we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, there are other things we can do.
Hell yeah, brother.
We got it. We got it, baby. We got it, baby.
Hell
Just
yeah,
get there.
brother.
Get there. Yeah.
Send in the clowns.
Send them all. I don't think this is gonna go very well.
No, these people are all gonna be eating shit here before too long.
There's gonna be too much bounce on this part of the bridge. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Oh my goodness, Bobby! I think we did it. What a way to end! What a way to end it!
Hell yeah! Oh my god!
Nicely done.
We did spend way more than we needed to, though.
That's fine. I mean, Aperture Science laboratories have never once been known for wasting money on things that don't actually work or are useful.
Never, ever, ever.
Well, I want to give a big shout out to Jedi and Jiggy in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making this fun. Thanks for the congratulations, obviously. And we're going to work to try to make sure that Portal 2 does happen next week. Again, we have multiple ways of playing Portal 2. It's just being able to play it together that has been the issue. So we'll try to get that fixed.
That's been the story of our life.
Yeah, but I think we got it. I think we got it this time. We've smoothed out all the rough edges. And if shit still doesn't work, hey, we got a lot of games that we can still play before that Steam Deck comes. But I think this is going to be the one that works.
I feel pretty good about where this ended up tonight. All things considered, this was a good time. I think that we are... here's the other good news. As I pull up our schedule for the week, that your computer's ready to go. So you've got a laptop that can run Windows now. And that opens up some other doors for you, potentially for us, on the next several months. Because, I mean, I think Steam Decks are, last I saw, they're on schedule for that initial delay. But what they delayed it for doesn't seem to be another delay, which is great. Knowing that that's coming and knowing that will really change the game for us, literally, this is going to allow you to play Portal 2. We can have our series and run through that, no problem at all. But there's a few other games that you can check out, which I think will be really neat also. So next Monday, week from today, we will be back with Portal 2, and we'll start a proper playthrough of that game. Let's talk about this week, though, because we got a lot of fun stuff going on. As you talked about a few times on the show tonight, we had an amazing opportunity to talk to Ground Shatter and James Parker to do some great shit there with Twice the Tight Spaces. We played a version of Portal tonight, which felt really good. Tomorrow morning, a game that we did last week, Banners of Ruin, we actually did a quick look for that first. We're going to put that quick look out tomorrow so you can see a little bit more of our early approach to that game. Wednesday night, you're taking us on a deep dive. I don't know about what, but there's a deep dive episode of the Casual Hour.
I also don't know about what, but we'll figure it out. I'll find something out.
No time like the present. Thursday, another fun puzzle platformer, The Pedestrian. Currently on Game Pass. We did a quick look for it. That's a really neat game. We'll have a quick look up on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. And then Friday night, Johnny and I will be heading back to the factory for episode 2 of Unsatisfactory. And I think that we hit a pretty good stride on laying some initial groundwork. We're really close to getting that space elevator erected. And then we can start to do a little bit more advanced builds with what's going on there at the factory. So I've almost fired it up a few times just to go in and do a little tidying, but we'll wait for Johnny for that. Chase, what about you, my friend? What have you been doing? What's new with you?
Well, today I also, in addition to our James Parker interview, I also was able to record a couple episodes of Chase Johnny's excellent Pokemon Nuzlocke adventure with our third host, Johnny Hamsich. Okay. And so I've got those edited. I need to get those scheduled and posted. Those will go up in the next week or so. we can change for both of those. But that's been fun. We lost our first Pokemon this time, and it was on some dumb bullshit of us being stupid. But you know, you live and you learn. Anyway, that's been a lot of fun. You can find those episodes on Chase K Plays, my YouTube channel, and it's down there in the chat for you. And then also, we need to find a time to record it. I am ready for it. I think Johnny's ready for it. We just need to actually schedule the recording time. But Johnny and I are going to talk about the Analog Pocket.
Oh, fun!
And go through the features of that thing and talk about what we like, what we don't like about the system, and maybe a little bit more about like how it came to be and that kind of stuff. And then we also wanted to talk about some games with it. So we've gone back and we've played some of those launch Game Boy sports games, baseball, tennis, and then not quite a launch game, but really, really close, golf. So those 3 sports games, we're going to run through those, talk about those a little bit as well, but it'll mostly be focused on the Pocket, and that'll be a fun episode. So that'll be recording sometime within the next couple weeks, I imagine, and then I'll get that up pretty soon on gamersonthego.com. And in the meantime, if you just want to read about some games that I thought were kind of neat in 2021, I posted an article on gamersonthego.com that's not really a top 10 list, but it kind of functions similarly. Hey, here were just some games that I thought were neat that came out last year. So you can go read that now.
It's awesome. A lot of really good things to check out. A lot of really good reasons to hang out with this. We've got some other big things planned moving forward for some content here, specifically around our streams. Johnny and I have a few things up our sleeves for Friday nights that we're going to rotate into this factory that we're working on, just to break it up a little bit. So we'll probably go like 2 to 3 streams on factory, and then we're going to add in some of these other games that we want to check out, like the Anacrusis. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play that a little bit, and then we're going to try and talk Chase into joining us one night for some Rock and Stone Deep Rock Galactic. And maybe do one of those one Friday night and see if we can get the whole game.
I thought you were going to say try to talk me into Monster Hunter Rise, and I thought absolutely no way.
Well, we're definitely going to play that on PC. But
I believe it.
We would never, ever try and talk you into playing that game.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a bad time for all of you.
But yeah, we got some cool stuff. Come back on Wednesday for a deep dive, 10:30 p.m. And we got quick looks and all that. And go check out the Nuzlocke adventures that Chase is talking about. Keep your ear to the ground over there for Gamers on the Go, where there'll be some really cool stuff for that Analog Pocket, which is a pretty badass piece of hardware. I got to finally see one, thanks to Chase. So that's our show tonight. Chase, thanks for hanging out and building some bridges. Jiggy, thanks for being a friend as always. And we will talk to you all very soon.